Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Sports Talk with Noahz, and today we're going to be talking about Sportscenter. So recently, the owner of the league, VBL, announced a little thing called Everything Will Stay the Same after a little mismatch with a recent matchup that we'll talk about in a second, and a banning that is not official of superstars, which I will try to make official today. I am still not sure. I'm iffy about it. Very iffy about the superstar ban. But we'll talk about that. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the games, because that's the interesting part. You know, VBL is doing great. We hit 300 members, and I'm gonna go out of character for a second. Thank you guys for 300 members. It means a lot, seriously. So basically, these teams have been looking great. The Denver Nuggets, who actually built a pretty okay team, disbanded. Which we don't know if it's official yet, because they might be taken over, but, they might be disbanded, and we'll find a new one, so it's fine, we're all good. But, those things can happen. So let's go ahead and talk about all the scores, like what happened. So recently the Lakers, funny story, the Lakers, I was very questionable about this guy. He was the franchise owner for the Lakers. If I'm not even lying, the way he talked to me and everything, I thought this man was legit 8 years old, okay? I thought this man was like 8 years old and was like, I really want to FO for a team, dude. And I was like, okay, all right, I didn't want to say no. And I was like, this league's just starting. I'll see what he can do. And what do you know? He might have just built the best team in VBL. Now, as a franchise owner, he has done his job beautifully. As a player, I will not disclose because he doesn't play. But, he's done his job. He's done the things, he sometimes can go a little annoying with hosting and all that. But he has done his job. The Los Angeles Lakers have an all-star team. Now, we're in a scenario where we had to spark the conversation, and the Lakers, like, they had all the all-stars. I was like, I really had to think about it. I was like, that's on the FO, all the other FOs. Why don't you? Because this league is not supposed to be a side league. It wasn't made to be a side league. It was made to be a main league. And if you're not gonna treat it like a main league, you're gonna get your ass whooped every game. Okay, I'm just saying this. If you're an FO watching this, if you don't build a team that's going to compete with the other teams, you're going to get your ass beat. Lakers, they built the team like it's a main league, like it's supposed to. If you lose to them, I'm not saying if you lose to them, you're a bad FO. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying is if you get blown out, and then you come to me and say, well, they have a team full of all-stars, it's not fair. That's on you for not getting all-stars and making them compete and coaching and all that. Be active. It's a lot of the little things. Okay, so there's that covered. Philadelphia, 83-38. Domination. And this is when the superstar rule came in. There was this guy, MC Dad, something that really destroyed the game and was a little too overpowered for my liking and a little off-scale. And I want this league to be skill-based. I don't want people to make 93 layups just because of their builds and buying accounts and all. No, I want this skill-based. I want people to win because they're good at the game. I want competitive basketball. Anyway, the Lakers beat the Philadelphia 76ers 83-38, an eventual FF loss. And it's crazy because the 76ers, they're one of the best teams in the league. They didn't even show effort on defense. They just didn't show effort all game, which is not good. Anyway, we had another game going on, which was a really great game, honestly. So let's go ahead and take this off. We have the Lakers. So it was the Raptors and the Pacers, right? It was the Raptors and the Pacers. And what a game this was, right? What a game this was. 123-118 on this game. And this was a great game. The Raptors pulled... This was just one of the games that just had to happen, right? This was an FF eventually. It was a great game. The Pacers are one of the best teams. The Raptors are one of the best teams. But it went back and forth. And then the Pacers started to leave. And then it started to get, they agreed on like a 3v, 4v5 something. And then it just started to get domination. And then they didn't get enough, and the owner called an FF, and it was an FF from there. Now, the Pacers had a huge lead going into it, and then everyone left. I think they thought they FF'd or something like that. Now, there was another game that was just a simple game. Clippers, one of the best teams in the league. Let's go ahead and show you. So, it's the Pelicans, and then the Clippers. This was just shocking to me. Yeah, this was just shocking to me. So, the score was 89 to 77. 89 to 77. The Pelicans, uprising, very new team on the day, upsets one of the best teams in the league. Power rankings for Week 4 will go crazy, right? It's crazy. The Nets haven't shown anything in Week 4, as far as I can see. The Nets are having their game tonight, and if they show, I'd love to see, because they had an FF against the Sixers. One person on the Nets showed up. That's called inactive and bad franchise owning. Then there was another FF from the Lakers. So what are my thoughts in general over Week 4, Week 3, is that the Lakers are one of the best teams in the league. Clippers and 76ers are competitive. Raptors are underrated and are a good team when they actually show up. The Nets, we don't really know what the Nets are right now because they just are pretty inactive. And then the Pacers aren't also a good team. Now, the Nuggets, we don't know because we don't know really. But if we're talking, if they keep the team that they had, the Nuggets, they could do good. So all teams are good. You know, Nets and Nuggets would be the two downfall teams. All the other teams now are really good teams. So, now let's go ahead and talk about power rankings really quick. In the Week 3 power rankings, the Clippers got the number 1 spot. 2 was the Sixers, 3 was the Pacers, and 4 was the Lakers. And 4 was the Lakers because in Week 3, I think they took a FF loss or something like that. And then the Nets, and then the Raptors. The Raptors have been in the losing spot for a while. They've lost a couple games, and it's mad unfortunate. So the Pelicans, would I say the Pelicans are number 1? They're definitely, of course, going to be in the top 4, but I think they're one of the best teams in the league. The Lakers have a super team, and right now they're the best owned team. They're definitely the best owned team in all of the league. So, in my opinion, the Lakers, if they win out, I think have they had their 2 games yet? Let's see. Because I'm not sure if they did or not. Because if they won both of their games, so they won against the Lakers there, and against the Nuggets there. So yeah, they have played both of their games. They look like they're going to be number 1 in the power rankings from what I've seen, because they're the best owned team, they're best the built team, everything. But this league is highly competitive. It's only more competitive if you make it competitive. That's my tribute to your FOs. So that's basically all the coverage we have for VBL Week 4 and 3. There's not much, you know. If more I can say is invite your friends. Really try to smash that like button on RB World 3. Like, you know, go to RB World 3, put in the code, do everything. I'll put all this stuff in the description box so you can look at all that. And, yeah, so get ready, man. Get ready. Let's give it up to all the people that play on the RB World 3, and we'll see where this is going to take us to the VBL Championships. So, see you guys later, and peace.